If you are making this one mistake that so many women entrepreneurs make without even realizing it, you are actually stopping yourself from reaching your business and financial goals. But if you ask yourself this one question, you can stop today and create exponential and massive momentum toward your business and financial goals, not just in 2024, but starting today. Welcome to my channel and happy Royal Wednesday. I am Jessica McLean, a transformational speaker and coach, helping women entrepreneurs grow their businesses exponentially by mastering their wealth mindset. Now, let's dive into the major mistake that so many women entrepreneurs make and don't even realize it, that gets in the way of their business and financial goals. And that mistake is giving your power away. My coach Desiree Stafford says that the amount of money that you are able to make is in direct proportion to the amount of power you are willing to wield. And so many women entrepreneurs don't even realize that they are actually taking their power and giving it away. And when we do that, it significantly decreases the amount of money that we allow ourselves to receive. Now, when I say power, what I mean is your ability to create the results you want in your business, in your finances, in your life. And when I say giving your power away, what we tend to do without even realizing we're doing it is make someone else or something else outside of ourselves responsible for our results. This is actually called having an external locus of control. Now, when I say making something else or someone else responsible for our results, what I mean is what it sounds like is things like, oh, the algorithm sucks, my reach is down, or, oh, I don't think they're going to be able to pay that. I don't think that they can afford me. I've got to make my services affordable. Or I don't think they're going to want to pay me that much. No one's going to pay me what I really want to charge. Or, oh, the economy is bad, man. That means bad things for my business. Or people aren't buying right now, right? So when we say those things and then we decide that whatever that is going to stop us from getting the business results, the financial results that we want, that's when we're giving our power away to that thing. Because what we're deciding is, I'm not the one who has control over the results I get. The algorithm has control over the results I get, right? I'm not the one who's in charge of the results I get. This other person, whoever people are, right? People's budgets, wallets, scarcity mindsets are responsible for how much I can charge, how much I get paid, how much I sell, right? People's buying behaviors, what people are doing right now, how much people are buying right now determines how much I can sell and how much money I can make rather than me, right? And whenever we make that decision, that's when we put ourselves in a position of powerlessness. Because if someone else or something else is responsible for our results, there's nothing else that we can do about it, right? But here is the good thing, the amazing thing, the powerful thing, and the true thing, because your powerlessness is absolutely a lie. Okay? The truth is that God has given you the power to get wealth, like he says in Deuteronomy 8:18. The truth is that in Ephesians 3:20, the Bible says that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you could ask or think according to the power that works in you. The power is in you. And in Genesis 1, the Bible says that you are a speaking spirit like God. It's either Genesis 1 or Genesis 2. That you are a speaking spirit like God. And because you are a speaking spirit and God literally spoke this entire world into existence, you have that same creative power in yourself to create the results that you want in your business, in your finances, in your life. So the power always exists within you, right? The algorithm has no power over you, okay? There are people who, in spite of the algorithm, are still making $100,000 months, right? So if they can't, why not you, right? The economy has no power over you. Isaac sowed in famine and in the same year reaped 100-fold. If he can, so can you, right? When the world was shut down in 2020, I personally know multiple people who became millionaires that year, okay? That year or shortly afterward. So recessions make millionaires. If the economy tanks, guess what? You don't have to tank with it, okay? So nothing has any power over you except the power that you choose to give it. And you can take your power back in this very moment and make a decision. And that decision is that no matter what happens, you still get to have what you want. And that is the first way to take your power back, to decide that no matter what happens, you still get to have what you want. Because as long as you believe that you can't have what you want because of the economy, the algorithm, other people, etc., as long as you decide that, competition, anything, as long as you decide that, you again are giving your power away. You're putting yourself in a position of powerlessness, right? But when you take that power back, when you decide to have an internal locus of control and decide that the power is on the inside of you, which is exactly where God said it was, okay? When you do that, you decide that no matter what happens, you still get to have what you want. That's when the world is your oyster. That is when all possibilities are available to you. That is when you are open to receive those God-inspired ideas that produce millions of dollars. So the first step to taking your power back is to decide that no matter what happens, you still get to have what you want. The second way to take your power back is to ask yourself this one question. And the one question is, how can I create what I want? How can I create what I want? Tony Robbins says that when we ask ourselves bad questions, we get bad answers because our brains are always going to answer whatever question we ask it. So if you ask your brain the question, can these people afford me? Your brain is either going to say yes or it's going to say no. And if your brain says no, guess what? You're going to be discouraged and it's going to get in the way of your sales goals, okay? So if you ask a better question, how can I sell this in a way that inspires the right people to buy it? Now your brain is going to start looking for the answer to that question. And that question is going to ignite your creativity. That is the question that is going to help you create the results that you want. That is the question that's going to help you sell more than you've ever sold before, okay? So ask yourself the question, how can I get what I want? A great example of someone taking their power back in a situation that looked really bleak and difficult was a creator that I follow on Instagram, actually, called the Awkward Yeti. He has been a full-time artist and creator for the past several years, and he makes these amazing, funny, relatable cartoons. And when the Instagram algorithm, or actually all the social media algorithms changed, it caused his reach to drop like everyone else's, and as a result, it caused his income to drop so much that he was at the point where he was thinking he was gonna have to get a job. And he said, man, I don't want this. And so for a while, he was, and I don't know how much time, right? Because I don't live in his head, but I know that at first, right? He was stressing about it. He wasn't sure what to do. It was feeling really painful and difficult for him. And then he decided, I'm just gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell my audience what's going on and I'm gonna ask them to subscribe to my Patreon. And that's exactly what he did. He actually drew a comic about it. And he said, hey guys, this is what's going on. The algorithm has changed, my reach has dropped, which made my income drop, and now I'm either gonna have to get a job or something's gonna have to shift, right? So if you would please just go subscribe to my Patreon, it would help me so much. And his Patreon subscribers literally jumped by hundreds of people within a couple of days. And then after a couple more days, thousands, okay? Thousands. I literally watched him gain over 1,000 Patreon subscribers in less than a week, okay? So literally in a situation that looked difficult, it looked bleak, it looked like things were really bad, he took his power back. Instead of just saying, oh man, the algorithm has defeated me, he decided to defeat the algorithm and increase his Patreon subscribers, which is amazing. You know, I'm even one, right? I've been following him just on social media for years. And guess what? I'm a subscriber now. I decided that I would subscribe because I wanted to support him, you know? I wanted to support him so he can keep making amazing art. And so in that situation, he decided to take his power back. He decided to ask himself, what can I do to get what I want? And once he made that decision and he told us what was going on, guess what? His income jumped significantly in a very short period of time, okay? So when it comes to taking your power back, it's really about deciding that you can have what you want, and then asking yourself, how can I get what I want? And allowing those creative ideas to come in, allowing yourself to take the courageous steps like Nick did to ask people to subscribe to his Patreon, right? On a level that people never had before, and to see results that he did not have previously. It was incredible to see, and I'm so excited for him, right? And here's the thing, the same is possible for you. Once you decide, no matter what happens, I still get to have what I want, you might not get, thousands of new customers within a couple of days like Nick did. But if you decide that no matter what happens, you still get to have what you want, guess what? All possibilities will be available to you, because now there is no barrier outside of yourself between you and your vision, okay? So this is your invitation to take your power back, to ask yourself, how can I get what I want, and allow those creative ideas to flow so that you can receive those divinely inspired ideas that make you millions of dollars. Because guess what? Recessions make millionaires. It happens every single time. It's just a question of whether or not you are going to be one of them this time. And if you want to, you absolutely can, because the power is in you. Now, one other way to take your power back is to use the power that is in your mouth. Like I said, you are a speaking spirit like God, and just like God used his words to create the world, you have that same power in the words of your mouth. So if you want wealth, you want prosperity, you want abundance, you want overflow and exponential growth, I have created a free gift just for you to help you do exactly that. Create that with your words. It is called Declare, and it is a list of wealth scriptures from the word to speak over your business every day to start commanding abundance, overflow, prosperity, and wealth to show up for you just like God said he wanted them to in his word. So if that is something that you would love to grab, click the link in the description to get your free copy today and start declaring wealth, prosperity, abundance, and overflow over your business, and definitely let me know what happens. I would love to hear your testimonies, okay? As always, let me know if this spoke to you. Drop me a comment and let me know. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it so we can spread the message of kingdom wealth to women everywhere. All right, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video.